get over from a little bit, I guess.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Nice to see you again, Mr. Alexandrov.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lucas.
Yeah, thank you so much. Today we're going to be discussing some of the exercises that we researched and that we think can improve your shooting motion and jump shots in general. And we're going to be presenting them to you and explaining them and how we're going to do it. And this is basically, we're showcasing this exercise so you can, tell us which one you would like to implement and which one you would find would be beneficial for improving your jump shots. What's important is that these exercises are well researched, and if you find one isn't proper, you need more explanation, you can also use this opportunity to ask us.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to be focusing on a couple of key areas for you. So the first one is your shooting form. You also mentioned with your ankles, that's something you feel sometimes a strain from overuse. We also have that as well, that if you put blood flow in that area. And we also have, I think lastly, is some shooting drills. And this is to help with your rhythm, with your balance, and also just the consistency of shots in general. Okay? So, the first thing we're going to do is we have something called prone hamstring curls. And we also have a picture here. We're going to do this on the computer. Prone hamstring curls, and this is just to strengthen your hamstrings, which is needed, especially when you need to load the legs for power for the shooting motion. Okay, so this will be strengthening your hamstrings, but this is just the low intensity, and then we're going to move to high intensity, which is like with the machines and with barbells. The second one is the scapular push-up plus, and this is just on the wall. You're going to be putting your hands on the wall, and you're basically just going to try push up and down. Just push against the wall, and this is going to be your scapula, your back is going to be going in and out like this, and it's going to be strengthening the muscles behind there. And this is to help with your stability of your hand when you're trying to hold up the ball. Because we saw that whenever you're trying to bring up the ball, you don't really bring it up to the exact angle for you to get the optimum arch of the ball to the side. Then we also have, moving down, we have the shooting drills, the one-arm form shooting. And this is for starting at the one-pointer, then we go to the two-pointer and then the three-pointer. And basically what you're going to be doing, the task is for you to just shoot the ball inside. But this is with proper form and proper technique. Then we have the seated shooting drills, where you'll be sitting down and you're doing the same thing as well. But this will be helping your body to remember the form itself, because your body, your feet need to be bent and your hand needs to be in the right shooting position, etc. But at this point, you're just doing it seated, so standing up. Then, lastly is going to be the ankle punch, and this is for the increased range of motion of your ankle. Yeah, because we also mentioned that, and we're also going to be doing that with resisted plantar flexion. So resisted ankle punch, which is basically you trying to increase your ankle range of motion by applying resistance against it, and you're just pushing against it. So, which exercise would you see yourself doing?
All of them, to be honest.
All of them. Okay.
I wouldn't mind adding all of them to maximize my yield of growth for basketball.
Yeah.
The only thing I see myself not really starting light with is hamstring, because I've done hamstring curls before with machine, so I'm already at a decent level with that. And maybe the scapular with the wall might not be so necessary for me, mainly due to the fact that when we did the resistance, maybe you can confirm, I think you can, it's already quite healthy and quite strong there, because I train it and I do, for example, lateral raises, I do shoulder press, Arnold press, etc. So I feel like that is quite strong. I just do not have the consistency to be focused with my form. My form is not good enough where I'm consistently raising it perfectly high as I should be. I think it's more of my form rather than my strength in my shoulders and my scapula, like you said. Other than those two, the rest I guess you just added perfectly. Or in a sense, hamstring is already in, so that's not necessary to focus on. And the scapular one, it doesn't really make so much sense. It's more of a laziness / a mental thing where I'm just not bringing it high enough. I'm not arcing it enough. That's what I realize as well. It's a weakness of mine that I have to just work on. And the best way to do that is just with the shooting form. I find shooting form will do that it will correct it.
Yeah, correct. Oh, okay.
So other than, I guess, the scapular one and the hamstring one is good.
Okay.
I already did the hamstring one, so don't really have to count it.
So just to understand what you're saying, it sounds like to me that you don't want to do the hamstring once because you already think that your hamstrings have enough strength on itself, on its own, so
Like,
you don't have to focus on
I
that.
have it in my training pretty, not often, but decently often. I find.
Okay.
I could do it more often to optimize it further. That's what I could plan to do to emphasize it. But it's not something that's new to me compared to, for example, the ankle one you mentioned, like the ankle. And then you mentioned shooting drill, of course, that's going to be very useful. Then I think you mentioned the wrist one as well. Let me see again. What was
No, we
it?
didn't mention the wrist one. The
No.
wrist one is just with the shooting motion.
Oh, just with the shooting, yeah, shooting drill, the shooting drill.
Yeah.
And other than the ankle, the shooting drill, see the shooting drill. And what else did you have?
We also had the ankle, shooting drill.
See the shooting drill.
Oh yeah, the scapula.
Yeah, I'll try the scapula, but I really do think the shooting drill is going to fix it because if in the testing you find that it's quite healthy, then that means it's not that it's weak, it's just I'm not being, my form is just not good. It's just not good. I'm not shooting it correctly.
Yeah. So just to just provide you with some information. So the reason why we added the scapula stability. So the key word here is stability. So providing more stabilization when you're lifting up the arms. And this is extremely significant and important when you're trying to make a shot. Because if you're trying to raise up your hand and it's not, like you feel like you don't have the strength nor the ability to align your hands with the rim, then it's everything you're doing is for naught, even though you have the proper form.
Oh, okay.
So the stabilizers in the scapula helps you bring your arms right in that shooting motion.
So I guess it would just improve it overall.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because you have it already, but the stabilization of your scapula might be needing some improvement.
Or it could just be better, just to optimize further for basketball.
Yeah, precisely.
Alright, sure. I'll try. I'll see how it goes. It might be. What if it's too easy? Is there any like further
Yeah,
progression?
of course. Yeah, we have variations to make the exercises more difficult. So that we'll be adding resistant bands to it as well. And we can also do this on the wall and also on the ground because it's a plank. And the whole gravity pushing against you make the exercise whole difficult. And you can also do it like more difficult, like add more weights to it with the weighted vest. Yeah, it have a lot of variations.
No, okay, I'll add it. It's fine. I'll add it.
All right, so
essentially, I'm just adding everything. It's cool.
on a scale of 1 to 10, which exercise do you think you see yourself like doing, or like which exercise?
Which one will be the most consistent with, and which one has the most effectiveness? I think.
And which one aligns to the whole?
I think the shooting drill is probably the best, just in general, getting better shooting. But that's already something I've been doing, so by my own time, my own research, etc. If it's just a pure exercise, the ankle one. When we did that testing, when I realized my ankles were that weak, I assume because of the injuries, maybe all the small little wear and tear over time, I need to strengthen this.
All right. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's we have that exercise for you, and we will see improvement for sure. And especially the exercise that we did from before. Remember when you had to put your foot against the wall and try to read? That will be our re-evaluating marker to see if you have increased range of motion over time. If that's okay with you.
No, that's fine. That's perfect. Actually, that's the one. Like, out of all the tests, that was my worst performance, I believe. So it's clearly my weakest area. So I'm most excited to see if I could just beat you, for example, be equal, if not a little more.
Well, that was it. Any questions before we go?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, and we'll start the treatment plan very soon.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
All right. That's video 1 done.